There is a quiet hum behind everything we do. A planetary heartbeat. These invisible infrastructures of fiber optic pulses, trade corridors, and interconnected cities form a vast system that holds our modern world together, deepening our interdependence. And with this comes a global opportunity to coordinate across borders, to confront shared challenges, and to shape solutions at a global scale. Look closely at the world around you, and you'll see transformation everywhere. We are a species reorganizing itself in real time. Yet many of the systems that have shaped the last century were never built for the pressures of the next.
My name is Radha Mistry, and I work for Arup. I think one of the ways that we are obviously reshaping our world is thinking about tools and technology, but I actually think at this time it's quite an early conversation. And so we really need to be thinking about how we're shifting mindsets. And so we need to kind of be more expansive and more inclusive in the way that we think about the design for cities. In a lot of the research that we've done, one of the things we have found in the research is to build inclusive cities, we really need to optimize the needs and the desires of children. Because we're thinking about things like shelter, access to food, open pathways that are well connected, and some freedom and independence for how they move through the city. And so if we can have these systems that feel really safe, inviting, open, are well connected, it tends to kind of open the door to have safer communities in general. And I think that's what makes cities a lot more livable.
To navigate a future that demands greater flexibility, we must rethink how these systems operate and what we imagine them to be. Not as rigid hierarchies, but as living networks. Not as fixed pipelines, but as evolving ecologies. If we want stronger, more resilient, optimized systems, we must adopt design principles that embody this understanding.
My name is Pataranutaporn. I'm a professor at the MIT Media Lab. Technology can be used to either augment people, empower them, or dehumanize them and turn them into a kind of robot. We want to use technology for human flourishing. We need to have the right goal, which is like focusing on empowerment and augmentation, not replacement. For example, in our recent study, we look at what type of AI have the most impact on human persuasion. This is a collaboration that we did with OpenAI. We found that texting with the AI actually have much more impact than having a voice call with the AI. And we believe that that's because when you text, it can be more private and that you can imagine the character however you want. So that's sort of showing that better technology doesn't automatically translate it to better human. So designing where we're not just focusing on the engineering of the technology, but really study the impact of technology on human and use that as an inspiration to design better system.
Humans may be responsible for the initial design of the systems we rely on, but over time, those systems slowly begin to redesign us. And now, a new form of agency is about to accelerate this shift. The introduction of machine intelligence across entire industries, institutions, and everyday life. To ensure we remain focused on human flourishing, we must continue to understand how this will reshape the delicate interplay between us and the world around us. Within this new entanglement is a real, tangible, world-shaping possibility.